Well, so we have a big show today. A couple other things to get to, but what can I say? Baba Booey went to the CBS upfronts.
Oh, right. I thought he was boycotting.
Baba Booey.
He decided to go because he always gets good stories when he goes. So far, I haven't heard any.
So it's research for the show.
Research for the show.
Uh-huh.
And, wait a sec. What, are my headphones glued into one position? I guess I won't pull my hair out.
Yeah.
Great. That's good. Do they make headphones that don't pull your hair out of your head? I love these headphones, but they pull the hair out of my head. I don't understand. I like those Sennheisers, but you can't use those. They get feedback. You think headphone technology would have been improved by now?
I think people have stopped working on the headphones.
Yeah. It's like they stopped. They were like, well, we can't do anything more with it.
Let's move on to something else.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. What did you say, Baba Boohai?
Nothing yet.
Oh. Baba Boohai went to the CBS upfronts where they announce all the new shows.
Yeah.
Because he always has good stories. Except I haven't heard any good stories.
Maybe this was a bad year.
Did you see that horrible human being, Les Moonves?
No, I didn't.
I
saw him on stage the whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't see him,
You didn't run into him?
I ran into Mel, though.
Yeah, what Mel have to say?
I said hello.
Yeah. One big happy family. A CBS family.
And I ran into your agent.
Yeah, Don went. I know. I said, why are you going to that, supporting Les? He goes, I'm going to tell him off. I go, all right, we'll see. You're not telling anyone off.
You think not?
No, I don't. Because Don has other clients and he needs them to work for CBS.
Right, he can't burn bridges.
Yeah.
I saw the cast of Survivor, the new cast, the one that just finished, and then they had a bunch of old people there.
That's how guys like Les get away with stuff, because everybody kisses their ass, except me, and then, of course, I'm the one who suffers. I'm the outcast in the company, and but I don't care. I want people to know that Les Moonves is a snake. I want them to know. It's my job to tell people.
Well, a lot of people know, but nobody will say it.
A lot of people know and no one will say it. That's accurate. That's accurate. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you on that.
Look, I've been saying it for years.
Yeah.
It's not on the air.
Yeah. You better watch yourself.
Yeah. What do I care?
Yeah.
It's over for me.
Yeah.
Oh, you think it's over already?
I'm just happy because I got the regular Milano cookies this morning.
No raspberry?
Nah, I made sure today.
He's eating cookies for breakfast?
Yeah, Artie eats a whole bag.
No, I eat cookies after breakfast.
Hey, what happened to you were doing?
He eats a healthy breakfast.
Yeah.
You were doing Snackwells for a while, which were the low-fat cookies.
Yeah, no, I abandoned that.
Why bother?
Yeah, low fat's a lie anyway.
It is.
They say low fat, but there's tons of sugar.
Right. They don't say high sugar.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy myself.
When something tastes good, that means it's fattening.
You're right.
Yeah. It's the way it is.
The only thing that won't put weight on you is iceberg lettuce with nothing on it.
Right. And celery.
Yeah, all those great foods.
Even fruit that I love is fattening.
Yeah. Tastes good.
Yeah. That's my rule.
Yeah.
Any horrible food is good for you.
Eat it all you want. 'Cause
Right.
you can't.
Eat as much as you can.
I just found out liquor was fattening.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
That sucks.
We should invent a dietetic liquor.
Yeah.
Like a vodka that has no calories.
Yeah, but what about light beer? Isn't that what the attempt is there?
But they're empty calories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have buddies who drink light beer, but they drink 15 of it.
Yeah, exactly. 95 calories times 15 is the same deal.
Right.
There's no Jack Daniels Light?
I wish there was.
What is hard cola? Jack Daniel's hard cola.
Isn't that they already mixed the cola and Jack
Is
for you?
that what it is?
Yeah.
It's like that Mike's Lemonade. I was drinking that last summer.
Really?
Yeah. It was good. Gets you buzzed.
Well, I was reading an article, they have like Smirnoff Ice and Jack Daniels has a hard cola.
Yeah.
The only reason they make those, I was reading this great article, is because liquors can't advertise on TV. But if you make those sort of soda liquor things, you can.
Yeah.
And it's just a way for Smirnoff and Jack Daniels to get their name on television.
I love these rules. Like, if you're liquor, you can't advertise on TV. But if you mix it with like some Coke, then you can advertise it.
Yeah, because beer and wine have always still been advertised like they're not booze.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. It's just like this kid, this Lemrick Nelson dude, the black guy who stabbed Yankel Rosenbaum during the
Crown Heights.
Crown Heights thing. They just let him go, pretty much.
Well, he was guilty, but not guilty.
No, he's guilty of stabbing the guy, but the stabbing didn't cause his death.
Well, it
Right.
wasn't ever a matter of whether he stabbed the guy or not. It was a matter of whether he had robbed him of his civil rights.
Yeah. Well, also whether or not he was responsible for killing him.
Right, but that all was tied in. First, you had to get the civil rights thing down. Then it was a matter of whether it killed him or not.
This kid admits that he stabbed him.
Yeah, and how
which killed him. And I don't know how the lawyers somehow twisted it. The jury was 8 black people. It's racial, it's a racial thing. They don't want to see him fry. He had a life sentence.
How do they know that the fact that he plunged the knife into him didn't kill him?
They don't. The jury was so confused they came out 3 or 4 times to ask the judge. We don't understand. Like, he was alive when they brought him to the hospital, so maybe the knife didn't kill him. Maybe he ate bad hospital food. It was some kind of weird...
I didn't read it because I'm sick of seeing this is his 3rd or 4th trial, and it's ridiculous already because we know he stabbed the guy. Yeah,
a lot of people are really pissed off. It's like some guy wrote in the paper today, goes, that cop who plunged that dude, what was his name, Abner Louima?
Right.
He goes, that cop didn't kill anyone, and Abner Louima, that guy got like 60 years in jail or something, and Abner Louima became a multimillionaire. Mm-hmm. This kid gets stabbed to death and dies. He goes, and the guy's going to do 8 years in prison and no millions.
I know, and he walks around. He's a celebrity.
Yeah.
Like, why do I know Limerick Nelson's name?
Erase it from your memory. Anyway, what were we talking about?
We were up front.
Oh, yeah, so what went on over there? This is where CBS announces all their new shows.
So I saw the Survivor cast, and they brought back some of the old people because the big Survivor announcement is that after this next one, the one after that's going to be the All-Star Challenge.
Now, who's in the All-Star Challenge?
Well, they brought out a bunch of people. Like, they brought out Richard Hatch, and Rudy was there.
Well, why would Rudy be an All-Star?
Rudy certainly was no player.
He didn't win. Richard Hatch won.
Yeah, but even if you took all the winners, you'd only have 7.
Right.
So, but you need 16 to play the game. So, but nobody signed up to do it. They made it look like Richard Hatch and that guy Ethan and some past winners were all going to be there, but that's not the case.
Oh, they don't have...
I think they're just going to take the people they think... Like, what's the cute girl's name? Is
Jerry Manthony?
Yeah, she was there.
Right.
But didn't she get voted off fairly early?
Yeah. What does Richard Hatch do now? He won the $1 million. I remember for a while he had a radio show and stuff.
I was talking to him last night too. I know that he was handicapping these things like in the papers and.
Well, what does he do for a living now?
I don't know.
Or is he living off the $1 million?
Oh, please. He's gone through that, hasn't he?
I don't know. If you're smart, you could live off that because you probably clear about $600,000, and if you invest it properly, which nobody knows how to do anyway.
Right, that's what I'm figuring.
Because anybody who put anything in the stock market lost it.
If you worked your normal job, that'd be great extra money.
Right. But I don't know that he had a normal job.
Yeah, he was a consultant.
So am I.
Oh.
Welcome to the club. Who's he consulting?
He had to be financially stable in some way, didn't he? He had a kid.
I think he was a swimsuit model. I remember when they were trying to take his kid away from him. That was funny.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to Christy, the deaf girl, and she asked me where I was from, and I told her, and she said she heard you weren't nice. And I said that he couldn't. I said Howard loved you during the show and defended you like crazy.
Yeah.
But she's got this guy that stands behind her, and
Yeah, some deaf dude.
Yeah, I heard he gets a fortune to hang out with her all day.
Yeah. Yeah, deaf chick doesn't know that I defended her.
Well, she only knows what people tell her.
I just thought you were nice. You weren't nice.
She heard that you weren't a nice guy. She can't hear.
Right. Well, with your big lips, she must have loved you. Reading your lips are easy.
I got to say, it was one of those weird things. I was sitting right next to her for a few minutes.
Right.
And, you don't want to be, completely patronizing, but, she would ask me a question, so I would make sure I looked right at her.
Well, that's not patronizing. That's being polite.
Right.
But I took it a little slower, and I said, I work on the Howard Stern show.
Yeah.
That's patronizing.
Yeah.
I wanted her to read my big lips.
He's got such big lips. People from Philadelphia can read his lips, I've been told.
But the weird thing about it, I sat through the 3-hour presentation.
Yeah.
And, CBS is kicking ass, and they've got more viewers, and, you sit through all that stuff.
Blah, blah, blah.
But they have all these new shows, and I thought it was sort of weird because CSI is their big show after Survivor. That's their biggest show.
Right.
So they spun that off, and they have CSI Miami, which was a huge hit for them.
Okay.
Right, so they got those 2 shows going. So one of the first new shows they introduced is called NCIS, which is really CSI in the Navy. It's supposed to be a spin-off of JAG.
You're kidding me.
It's both.
But it's both. It really is a spin-off of JAG and CSI.
Okay.
Okay, so you got that going. I'm like, okay. Then there's a show called Cold Cases, which is, again, another detective show where you go back and you use forensic medicine.
It's the whole forensic network.
So then they got this show with Joey Pants from The Sopranos where it's a group of FBI people who go undercover and take on new identities to, get these cases. So I'm going, man.
Isn't that called CRAP?
so then they had a show where this girl, she's in high school and she sees God, and every time she sees God, he takes on a different form. It could be one of her classmates, or it's a lunchroom lady, or everything. And that part seems sort of interesting. But of course, her father is Joe Mantegna, who is a detective who's looking at footprints and doing the whole
a forensic guy.
Yeah. So I'm going, man, this is like it's CSI every night. And then, in fact, they even had the new David E. Kelly show with I can't remember a couple of guys that are in it. But, one of the guys, of course, is a police chief in town. I said, quick, name a show on CBS without a police chief.
Wow. It's the old police network.
It really is.
Hey, Les says he knows what he's doing.
Even the people from CSI are screaming, you're killing a franchise.
Yeah.
I hope he fails.
It really does look like all the eggs are in one basket. Like, there's no... if people decide one day they don't like cop shows, there's really nothing to watch except Survivor.
It's the cop network.
And Raymond.
Yeah. Well, there's always Letterman. Late night lineup.
Well, if they're not watching, you know what Letterman says, if they're not watching the regular lineup, they're not watching him.
Well, they are watching the regular lineup, so what's his excuse now?
Baba Booey was saying if they ruin the franchise, poor Letterman will be even more badly hit.
And Robin, by the way, I'm Gary.
Oh, sorry.
What did she call you?
Baba Booey.
You're Baba Booey, too,
Baba Booey.
So funny. Baba Booey. People know you as Baba Booey.
Yes, that's true.
All right, we got to take a break. Baba Booey. At the upfronts.
I really don't think of calling him Baba. I think of saying Gary.
What, you run into anybody famous?
Oh, yeah, I saw Mike Fleiss.
Oh, jeez, everyone.
But, I didn't even say anything to him. He said, hey, how you doing? I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, walking around like he's...
I said, what do you do? I said, why are you here?
He's got to deal with CBS.
I completely forgot.
Yeah, Les sold out. Oh, please. Les the Snake. Oh, I hate Les. I wish he just wouldn't call me and lie. God, that guy's a liar. Mike Fleiss and Les belong with each other. Two liars.
And I saw Chad Pennington was there from the Jets.
No kidding.
Yeah, because, they have the NFL lineup. Him and Phil Simms and Boomer Esiason.
How about Dave DeBusschere dying? I was sad.
Yeah, he's a relatively young guy.
62.
Oh, I thought he was 56.
No.
Did you know that...
No, he was 62, I think.
Did you know he played baseball for 2 seasons with the White Sox?
I didn't know that until yesterday.
Yeah, I remember Dave DeBusschere real well, because that's like, for some reason, when I was a kid, I was into the Knicks during the Walt Frazier, Earl the Pearl Monroe, Dave DeBusschere years.
Right.
Yeah.
And Willis Reed. Bill Bradley. Oh, it was a great team. I was so into them.
They were great. They were amazing.
Yeah. They were, the best New York basketball teams ever.
Earl the Pearl Monroe, man. The way that guy dribbled was unbelievable. And Dave DeBusschere was great. And I was sad to see the guy just walking down the street drop dead.
Yeah, meanwhile, Phil Jackson, he's, getting angioplasties and all this stuff. Everybody's watching him. Dave DeBusschere, nobody's got his eye on him, and he drops dead.
Right, see?
See, being younger, the two things I remember Dave DeBusschere for are Lee Miles commercials. And he was the GM of the Knicks when they got Patrick Ewing.
That's right. He was the guy
shot at him when they got him.
When he banged his fist?
Yeah, he was almost crying. He was so happy. And then 20 years later, the Knicks don't have a ring.
Right. Never worked out.
Ewing was a complete bust.
Oh, come on.
No, that's true.
Ewing was a bust.
Hey, it was during the era of Michael Jordan.
He ran into Michael Jordan. He was a great, great player, but they thought they were going to win 5 championships in a row.
Yeah, so all they needed was Patrick Ewing.
He was the linchpin.
They never got him anybody else, thanks.
Casey, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Hey, brother.
I was at the upfronts last night and watching Les. I didn't know what you were talking about because I just, don't know the guy. I'm not going to make an opinion myself. What a snake!
Yeah.
He's just, walking around there like he invented television, and that's all he's doing is stealing.
Well, let me tell you something.
He's stealing from himself too, obviously, because he's, there's one show out there about cops, and it's called like 7 different names.
All I can tell you is Jeff Zucker, the head of NBC. I've never met the guy, but I see him on TV. And he looks like a guy you could hang out with. Like, you know, he just looks like he's normal.
Like a real person?
He looks like a real
He
person.
definitely is a real person. But there is one thing about Jeff Zucker. I mean, good guy, but there is one thing about him. What happened to his sideburns?
Let me make my point. Like, talking about the three networks, ABC, CBS, NBC. ABC has Lloyd Braun, who I've known for years, who I think is one of the nicest guys in the world. And like a real human being. If you ever met Lloyd, you would say, hey, nice guy, regular guy, completely not carried away with the fact that he's programming ABC, because he knows, you know, those jobs come and go. He's having fun doing it, but, you know, nobody stays forever.
Sure.
Jeff Zucker, I've never met the man, but I swear to you, I see him and I go, there's a guy I could look in the eye and talk to. I don't know why. He just looks normal. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't deal with him. But Les, you can't even look him in the eye. Between the hair and the teeth and the snaky attitude. And if you're standing at one of those upfronts talking to him, the guy's got his eye on everybody in the room and who he should be talking to next.
Right.
And God forbid Mel comes over, he completely just drops you and just runs over to suck Mel's ass. I mean, the guy's
Totally.
a suck ass.
And, you know, his entire sales staff is like that, too. I got to the tavern party a little early, and I was standing there with my client, and, you know, there's like a sales guy over his shoulder, and I'm looking at him, and he's talking to one of his buddies, and they're talking about how, like, this is all just like a meet and greet, and, like, you know, who they can talk to get more money, and it's like, you know, hey, how you doing? All right, see you later. And they're like, you know, talking about, you know,
well,
looking
they're
at name
sales
tags,
guys.
and
They're sales guys. That's their job. But Les is like a shifty real estate broker who's going to charge you way too much for a house.
I can tell you one weird thing I did hear about Les last night, which was interesting. See, I don't go to other upfronts, so I don't know how they're conducted.
Right.
But I heard a woman outside the bathroom, a couple of women who were like salespeople, and their complaint was, you know, there's a lot of bashing. Les does a lot of bashing of the other networks.
Right.
Oh, totally, Gary.
And the women were saying, like, we go to the other upfronts, and it's not like that. It's like, enough with the bashing already. We know you're doing well. You know, just say you're doing well.
That's because Les wants
to be.
But it is
a lot of bashing.
Les is a failed actor.
We were talking, me, my client, and a couple other people from my company were saying that exact thing last night, how CBS is just, all they do is bash. And for buyers, you know, you don't want to hear that.
Yeah, well,
tell me what you're doing. Don't tell me why you think everybody else sucks.
Yeah, it can backfire on you. I mean, who cares? Who cares about it? Let's hear your product, dude.
Yeah, pretend that the others don't even exist.
Yeah, well, you know, Les is a failed actor. Les was such a bizarro when he was an actor that he used to get these little parts. He was not successful at it.
Well, he did this thing in the beginning of the upfront yesterday where, like, you know, they show you, like, these promos of what the network's going to do for the coming year. And he did this whole thing about a network executive. They found, like, the smallest still-beating heart in the world, and it was like they were trying to find who it belonged to. It was like this whole CSI ripoff. And of course, it belonged to Les. And I was like, oh, my God, actually, maybe he does know who he is.
Well, it's all about Les, you know, and right. he wants to see himself on camera. And you know, he went to another network and appeared as Les Moonves on one of the TV shows. So when the guy was an actor, he would get these little tiny bit parts, like almost like an extra.
Right, like the second gangster.
And he would take out, the second guy, he would take out ads in Variety with his picture saying, check me out on, I mean, they get totally delusional. But okay, he's a programmer now, but all I can tell you is, he lies to me. And,
delusions of grandeur.
Yeah. But he's never dealt in a straight way with me, ever, since I've known the guy. Yeah. And that's it. And, you know, and Mel has told me, oh, Les doesn't have an agenda against you, this and that. And I said, well, he sure doesn't show it in his actions.
Yeah.
The one time he made an overture to me, he calls me up, I'm going to help you with that lawsuit, I'm going to give you, blah, blah, blah. Those guys are crooks, they stole your show. Then he goes and makes a deal with crooks, guys he's calling crooks. Hey, anyway, let's get off me and talk about Les. All right, let me take a break.
Hey,
Thanks.
Howard, I'm going to Fox tonight, so that's always a good party.
All right,
but I'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
You know, Howard, one more
Thanks,
thing.
Howard.
They spend tons of money to put that production on yesterday. I mean, really a lot of money. So when they talked about the show Survivor, they brought out Destiny's Child, who comes out and sings the song Survivor, except Beyonce couldn't be there, so that Maya, the singer, filled in. But they're singing Survivor, and then all the survivors came out and started dancing with them. It was the most embarrassing thing I ever saw.
Is that the gayest thing you've ever seen?
It was really, really odd. Like, it was funny because Rob came out, and Rob, you could tell with Rob that this is just a, I'm going to be a goof because this is a goof. But like Jenna and Christy and Heidi, they all came out like really dancing.
And what were they wearing?
I'm trying to remember.
Is Jenna a good dancer?
She was okay.
Yeah.
Heidi, I got to tell you, Heidi didn't look great.
Really?
She just didn't look great.
We should have hung her right on stage for not looking great. Imagine if the chick's not hot, they just hang them.
How dare they?
How dare you not look great?
Those upfront things are the gayest thing ever, though. It's just...
No, the gayest thing was me watching the Dawson's Creek finale last night in bed.
All right, it's the second gayest thing ever.
That turned to me, she goes, is this the gayest thing that perhaps I like this? And I go, I said, I'm liking it too. It was pretty, I only saw the first hour, but it was pretty good.
I haven't watched it yet. I TiVoed.
What time was that on?
8 to 10.
So how did you decide between that and American Idol?
I didn't watch American Idol. I got too tired.
You knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, I did. Kimberly Locke was voted off.
Yeah,
right?
but you know what? It's like now they let them hang out together and be so close that it's not even. There's no joy.
Right.
You know, like I thought Clay was going to cry, and Ruben looked like he was going to cry.
Look, let me tell you something. First of all, they got some nerve dragging that out for an hour.
Oh, when I saw it was an hour, I couldn't believe it.
Make it a half hour. Keep the show good.
Yeah, it used to be, the results show used to be a half hour. Now they've made it an hour.
But you know what they did? They used it to every person that's got an album from the last season performed.
Oh.
You know,
right, I tell you, it's a big promotional vehicle.
Yeah, it's just huge promotional vehicle. But I tell you, I watched it in 6 minutes.
Yeah, you fast forward right to the end.
Please.
I heard it was a close vote.
Well, they say that it was 4% separated all three of them. And then they said less than 2% separate Ruben and Clay. But I think they just tell you that so you tune in next week.
Well, yeah, I'll tune in. Although I'm sick of them.
So who do you think will win, Clay or Ruben?
Clay.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah, and you know what? I can't stand him.
He's awful. I fast-forwarded through the regular show where they sing. He's absolutely awful.
And, you know, you forgot to mention the reason why everyone said he sucked was during that song, Vincent, he forgot the words.
Yeah, well, that hardly mattered. Who knows the words anyway?
Yeah, who cares?
I couldn't tell.
So
That's
awful.
true.
I mean, I could sing that whole song and not know one word. Starry, starry night. Things are not the only way. You must go to other days where feelings aren't all the way through. Starry, starry night. I mean, who cares what the words are?
But he didn't mix up the words. He just got to a part of the song and just stopped singing.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know any words.
Well, whatever. This hardly matters.
I know.
But
Please.
Paula Abdul is the most frightening
What's with that hat?
person on the show. With those comments now.
Yeah, she doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I wish she would just be quiet. Nobody will tell her she doesn't make any sense.
Hey, she's 41 and she still holds up. That's how I look at it.
And I did see what you were talking about when she was dancing, when Ruben was singing. That was funny.
She dances pretty good.
She should have been at Survivor last night.
Yep. Can't believe all the survivors came out and danced on stage.
Howard, it was gay square.
Why would they do that? I mean, like they don't even get paid. I'd be like, hey,
They
screw
do get
you.
paid.
Not for being at the upfront.
Yes, they do.
They do? How much?
Rob told me.
What do they get?
Can I say?
Yeah.
They got 10 grand a head to be there.
Oh, well, hey, dance away.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you dance
Yeah.
too.
10 grand. And hey, I'll strip for you.
And it was
I'll
funny.
take my booty.
It was funny because Rob came over to talk to me for a while.
You mean an additional 10 grand?
That's what Rob said.
Wow.
And Rob came over to talk to me for a while, and his handler or publicist or whatever, she came over and yelled at him. She's like, listen, there's a big line. Get back. You know, we're paying you. You get over there because it's to take pictures. Everyone stands on and take their pictures.
Yeah, get over there and dance, boy. All right, I got to take a break. We'll be back after this. All right, a bunch of things going on. John was just playing me some cool music that I haven't been listening to music at all. I don't know. I just don't have time, I guess. I don't put the radio on that much.
Not in the car that much?
Not in the car that much. And then when I'm home, I put it on, but it comes in so crappy, I can't even really hear it.
Yeah.
But did you know they remade... You see, everyone knows this. I'm the only one who doesn't. They remade The Boys of Summer.
No, I didn't know that. Who did it?
Who does it? A band called Ataris. Excuse me. Yeah, Ataris.
Okay. Don't know that.
And it's pretty good. It sounds very similar to... Sorry?
Ataris.
The Ataris. Like the video game?
It was the video game, yeah.
Oh, the Ataris. What a name.
You really are out of it.
Yeah, I am. I don't know. I don't know these guys. I haven't heard this, but John says they play it every 5 minutes. Such a great song.
It is a good song.
What is it about?
It's about guys you knew at summer camp. And then when they leave, chicks are really disturbed and like they don't want them to see them leave.
Oh.
Well, I thought
You didn't know that?
I thought I could relate to that song. I guess I can.
Like, you know, all the guys are there, and then like when they leave, the chicks get all upset. The Boys of Summer Camp. I don't know what it's about. Seems urgent, though. You know, every song today that's a hit is sort of urgent. Like there's some sort of urgency.
Gotta sing it.
There's something, you know, like, oh my God, yelling and screaming.
That's what I love about it.
Yeah, me too. If it's not urgent, I can't listen
That's
to
right.
it.
Don't give me any laid back. I want it urgent.
Fred, what is The Boys of Summer about?
I would say nostalgia and about looking back.
Right.
It's like, you know.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Really?
But the kids at summer camp.
Not that.
For me, that's what
Somebody
it is.
looking back on their life.
I'm looking back on my life, and I was mostly at summer camp.
What did I know?
Aren't the Boys of Summer baseball?
You're both wrong.
There's a book by Roger Kahn called The Boys of Summer. It's that's the only thing that's similar.
Yeah,
the title.
Yeah, it's about the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers. That's what the song's about.
I thought The Boys of Summer would be like his old gang of friends that would hang around, and now they're no longer there, and I don't know.
I think it's the
works on a lot
baseball
of
season. Like, the season's over.
Remember, he saw a Deadhead sticker on a Cadillac, a little voice inside that says, "Don't look back," and I think, yeah, it's...
I thought I knew what love
It's his
was.
youth.
What did I know? Those days are gone forever. I forget the last
Should have just let him go, but...
Right.
All right.
I love when you guys talk over each other. Can't tell you how that makes me happy. All right, whatever. So that's that song, The Ataris.
All right. What other music have you been alerted to?
Well, I haven't heard this one yet. John said it's good. It's Disturbed. They do a song called Sickness, and he says it's real good. But I haven't heard it. Again, I'm out of it. What can I tell you? I like the Boys of Summer, though. That's cool. Haven't we had those guys on the show, Disturbed?
No.
Isn't that the bald guy? Shaves his head?
No.
Which guy is that?
That's Stained.
Stained. Same guy. Sounds like him. Hey, there's two good songs, in case you want to check it out. Later in the day, we play a lot of that stuff. I said to Stuttering John, have you met the new program director here yet? He goes, no, not yet. I go, how's that possible that you haven't met him? He goes, well, Steve is still the program director until the end of May. I go,
Oh, is that right?
well, there's another bright move. I said, the guy's got 2 feet out the door already, and they're going to keep him here as the program director. Get him out of here already. He's no longer working with us. Get him out the door.
Yeah, where's this new guy? Is he not here?
To get the new guy in here, and let's get Steve out the door, because he works for an opposing radio station. Call me old-fashioned, but that makes no sense. His heart's not here.
Well, there you see the burning fire in the industry where people, really feel that they, have a winning attitude. We got to get our team together.
Once again, Tom, going along with the program. Yeah, we'll keep Steve in place for a couple of weeks.
Sure. The end of the month, that's no problem.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I can do without a programmer until then.
Yeah, well, way to be current. Okay, here's a bunch of email that came in concerning yesterday's shows. I hate Jimmy Kimmel. Please don't have him sit through your show. He has the personality of a doorknob. How could they give him a show and not Adam Carolla? Who is the funny one of the two? I hope his show gets canceled soon and replaced by reruns of The Practice. Another negative Jimmy one. I hope Jimmy Kimmel bursts into flames while hugging that tart he calls a girlfriend, Sarah Silverman. I'm shocked. I left Jimmy a message the other day saying how well he did on the show. How good he was.
Surely there was some positive email.
I don't have any. Here's a bunch of requests for Gary the Retard in the Matrix. Here's one about Jessica Hahn. Jessica Hahn is a babbling idiot who disrupts the show. She never keeps her mouth shut the entire time she's on, which just consists of kissing ass. 30% of the people wrote in and said Ralph is Kramer from Seinfeld. I'm more convinced than ever that Ralph is the gay Kramer, a freeloading mooch who sponges off his celebrity friends with no apparent means of support. Howard, I can't believe Ralph. He is arrogant and suffers from entitlement syndrome. You have always bent over backwards for him. I knew when the plane ride to Vegas was being discussed that you would definitely leave a seat for him. You always let him get his way. I am sick of him. I didn't leave a seat for him. I am sick of him. When you have him on, I shut off the radio. I can't take how spoiled he is, and you let him be.
Did you ever hear from Ralph after a phone call yesterday?
Yes, he thought our phone call was very funny. We got upset because we heard that. First of all, we heard that from Robin Radzinski that Ralph billed 20 overtime hours for his trip to Vegas.
Right.
We did not that much. I'm dying to get an accounting of the 20 hours.
Yeah, I want to know what was the regular time and what was the overtime.
And the other thing is that he missed our screening of The Matrix the other day because he wasn't given enough advance notice.
That's right.
Everyone said to me, well, we sent out the email on Friday. But we found out that Ralph's too busy to check his email and needs a personal phone call.
That's right. He would like to be on the phone calling list because sometimes he doesn't check his email.
And he said that he does need a few days to arrange his schedule.
Yeah, but if he got the phone call rather than the email, he would have known.
Well, he's busy. He can't check his email.
And he needs to know as early as possible, so he should be the first. He should be top of the list on the phone list.
Here's a email about our E-show. I saw last night's E-show. Vince Neil looked terrible. It looks like he's morphing into Ron Jeremy.
He is. That's a good point, actually.
He does look like Ron Jeremy.
He was a good guest, but I couldn't believe that he let himself go like that. The Vegas shows were great. I listened to every one of them from beginning to end. Here's a question for Artie in our email. I was just wondering if it makes you feel bad to hear Howard always saying that he does not know you that well, and he is not sure that if he can trust you with a secret. I don't know that I say that every day. I just said it once. I feel that you have always been a fan of his and would probably never do anything to betray his trust. Am I right? Artie, do you feel bad when I say I couldn't tell you a secret?
No, I kind of understand what you're saying, actually.
Okay, there you go. So I didn't make Artie feel bad.
He doesn't feel bad at all.
Yeah.
Got a lot of people who said they did not like shaved and unshaved, and then another half of the audience said they loved shaved or unshaved. So it's 50-50 split right down the middle. A couple of people wrote in, Howard, you're way wrong about Heidi from Survivor.
What about her?
I checked her out on the web. She's a dog, way too thin, almost anorexic looking. The cans are fake. She's not all that attractive. And listening to her on your show the other day proved what a bore she is. Who cares? Some people commenting yesterday on the most hated New Yorkers list that Leona Helmsley's lawyers just put together. Leona Helmsley being the number one hated New Yorker. Donald Trump was on there. Al Sharpton, the number 2 guy. Woody Allen. Somebody wrote in, where was Crazy Cabby on the most hated New Yorkers? He should be high on the list. What a fat fag. A couple of people didn't like Artie's comments about George Steinbrenner. I am a diehard Yankee fan, and I take umbrage with that comment that you made, saying one has to like George Steinbrenner if they're a Yankee fan.
Yeah, well,
Artie, I think George Steinbrenner is one of the most egregious pricks on the face of the planet.
See, I told you, Artie, there are Yankee fans who hate George.
Well, I don't get why. I really don't.
Does the man know how to put a baseball team together? Yes. Does he have the money to pay for the scouts to get rookies? Obviously. But he is an atrocity of a human being. I think Joe Torre has more to do with the success of that team than George Steinbrenner. I beg to differ.
I mean, look, Torre's a great manager, but you got to give him players, and Steinbrenner gives him players.
Steinbrenner may pay those players, but I bet my bottom dollar that it is Torre who commands their respect and who they want to make proud. And then a bunch of people wrote us and said we don't understand the Texas legislature. The reason they all ran out of town is because the Republicans are trying to redistrict. And when they redistrict, they need the Democratic vote. We know that.
Yeah, but the point is that that's the makeup of the legislature now.
Yeah, that's it.
That's who you have to work with.
A lot of people called us dumbasses because we talked about Dick Cheney allowing his former company to get billions of dollars to rebuild Iraq. Mm-hmm. Halliburton bid for the contract, you asses. Contrary to what the Democrats want you to believe, this is much ado about nothing. Concerning the contract with Cheney's old company, there are only 2 companies in the world that do that service, Cheney's company being the largest and most experienced. The other company, this being the most important fact, is in France. Is that true?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Just reporting what the senator said.
And we were talking about poor Tommy Chong, who got busted for selling paraphernalia, which is unbelievable to me. I still don't even understand it. You can't sell pipes and rolling papers?
I don't know how he got caught.
And this one says, Howard, arrests and prosecutions of people like Tommy Chong is the world your man Bush has created with his little Nazi Ashcroft. You love Bush. Well, welcome to his police state. Either learn to live with it or finally wake up and get off the Bush bandwagon. He is not good for this country. He and Ashcroft are a threat to our civil rights. Let me just correct you. I think George Bush has done a phenomenal job going into Iraq and Afghanistan. I do not agree with a lot of his policies. Mm-hmm. I told you that I agree with everything he's done on the war on terrorism, and I hope he doesn't stop. I have very mixed feelings about Ashcroft and some of the liberties that are being screwed with. And Bush has a lot more to prove to me. He doesn't have my vote yet. But he's been a terrific leader in terms of terrorism and the war, and he's got a lot more to do. Because, believe me, you should not be going after guys with pipes and bongs. That's BS.
How does he know what people are going to use him for?
Well, never mind.
Dare he?
Let's not even get into that. There is so much to do on the war on terrorism. We just had Al-Qaeda hit Saudi Arabia, and we knew they were going to do it. We had advance warning, and the Saudis would not help us to increase security. Why the hell we're waiting for the Saudis? We should have marched right in there.
It's their country. They ought to want to increase security for themselves.
They're whacked out, and there's lots more to do. So, I too am concerned when people are getting busted for pipes and rolling papers.
Bongs.
I mean, give me a goddamn break already with this pot. Who cares? Whole goddamn country's on one drug or another.
It sounds it.
Yeah, I mean, the whole goddamn country is going to a psychiatrist and getting medicated.
Or they're just buying drugs off the street.
Yeah.
That has not stopped even a little bit with all of this enforcement.
Yeah, so, I agree with you. I don't know. The jury's still out on our boy Bush. But he's done an excellent job, and I'll continue to commend him where he's done an excellent job. That's all. He's got some problems in other areas. Oh, jeez, almost vomited right into the microphone.
You have some problems.
I have problems. I wanted to talk to some people, but I don't know. I'm running out of time here. I got to take another break. Okay, why don't I take a break? Tomorrow, Bernie Mac will stop by. Jenna Jameson, the porn star. Always anxious to hear what's going on with her.
That's a good day.
Jim Carrey's coming in. Mark Wahlberg. We have so many different big shows coming up.
And Tabitha Stevens in today to talk about...
banging the guy in the wheelchair.
The wheelchair.
Wheelchair sex. We're going to learn about wheelchair sex from Tabitha Stevens. Boy, she'll bang anyone.
I mean, really?
Boy,
What a saint.
What a saint. She looks good, too.
Yeah, Mother Teresa is usually what you think of as a saint, but Tabitha is a saint who looks like a stripper.
Up until Friday, our E! show is at 11 o'clock. On Monday, we switch to 10 p.m. on E! And that's when... New time slot, prime time. And that's when the drinking show occurs and the Miss Butterface contest. 10 o'clock instead of 11 o'clock on E! That's starting on Monday. We'll be back right after these words. All right, let's go to Bob. Bob, you're on the air.
Howard.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing, brother?
Hey.
Hey, you were talking about Chong earlier there and his problem. You realize Canada's passing a law next week there about legalizing small quantities. Up to 30 grand.
Well, that makes sense.
Didn't it?
Yep.
What do you think the repercussions of your government will be on us over here?
I don't know.
Well,
do you think it'll give them more reason to dislike us?
They have been whispering about not being very happy with Canada and maybe shoring up that border.
Yeah.
Not happy with Canada because they're legalizing pot?
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the small quantity.
See, this is why Bush might lose the next election. As popular as he is right now because of the war, when the war fever dies down, people are going to take a look at some of this stuff. It's just, it's antiquated. And by the way, I'm not even a pot smoker. I don't even take illegal drugs. But I don't have any bad feelings about people who do. I mean,
people seem to need it.
And every one of Bush's country club friends, I guarantee you, on some pill or another prescribed by a doctor, there's no difference whatsoever. Some mood-enhancing drug to help them get through the day.
Our system's so full of kids getting busted with small quantities and ruining their life.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And pot's a phase that people go through. I went through it. I didn't even like it and I had to go through it because it was just something you do as a kid, and then you stop.
You gotta do something to be popular.
Yeah, I mean, God, I got laid once because of pot. A really good-looking girl when I was in high school thought I was like a cool guy because I had a $5 bag of pot. She thought I was like a pot dealer because I had long hair, and she thought I was cool, and I got laid, and that's the end of it. Wow. Then she had sex with me, and then she cried, and I had to drive her home. I swear that's true. All right, thank you. Canada's making sense with that. Some things they don't make sense with, but that they're making sense. Just doesn't matter. It's not going to change the world either way. Alcohol is just the same thing.
Yeah.
Rachel, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard. How are you?
Fine.
Okay, so yesterday after the Shaved or Unshaved show that you had, I got motivated to go take care of my little situation. Do you have any clue what women go through when they have to go get a Brazilian wax?
Yeah, I do. They get up on all fours, and it's very embarrassing physically, and
it's humiliating. Every crevice. This woman had her fingers everywhere.
Well, I'll tell you what. Depending on how much money you have, the way to go, I'm in the middle of this is completely bare.
But then they have to get the laser or light everywhere. So you have to
Yeah, but you go through it 5 times and you don't get any, you don't have any more hair there.
That's true. picture.
And it's done.
And this woman wasn't wearing gloves, nothing, and it was as if it was no big deal for her. It was mortifying.
Well, again, I would do the laser treatment and get all the hair removed from there and be done with it.
All right, I guess I'll try that.
Yeah, I know it's not cheap, but if you do it, it's over with, and that's it.
But is it worth it? I mean, do guys really care that much about it?
I think it's pretty gross when you're with a chick and you pull down her panties and there's tons of razor bumps or hair growing in, so there's enough hair so you can get it waxed again.
Right.
Yeah, I think you should care about that.
Okay.
If you're a sexual woman.
I am.
All right.
All right, Howard, I love you.
And guys love it when you're completely shaved. Hair just looks dirty down there. It's just dirty. It looks filthy when you make your home porno. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's go to Melrose Larry Green, believe it or not. What do you have to say?
Good morning, Howard. First of all, great show today, as always. Monica Lewinsky was on Jimmy Kimmel last night.
Yeah.
And I have tape of it, plus I also analyzed the whole segment, if you want a little recap.
I don't know how to answer any of this. I mean, what do you want to say, Melrose?
Well, I have tape of her on Jimmy Kimmel, or if you want me to talk about it, I can talk about it.
Well, what do you want to tell me?
Say it.
Well, first of all, she didn't answer any questions all about Clinton.
Of course not.
She talked as if she was like a really interesting guest about her background, and the only reason that... And Jimmy's a terrible interview. He's not like you.
All right, let me hear the tape.
Okay. And then you'll probably hang up with me, so I want to say it was good talking to you in advance.
All right, thank you, Melrose.
Here we go. Make it nice and loud.
Melrose is good with these tapes, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's always queued up. I can't say that for him.
Like, I mean, what do people like when they see you on the street? What do they? Are they nice to you? Are they mean
people
to you?
are great.
They are?
People are great. And actually, it's funny because I think that people feel very comfortable with me, and that they obviously do know a lot about me, but and I think
well, not really. I mean, they know something.
I think they think they know me,
right?
But they just know, a Monica Lewinsky that is not.
They know like a short period in your life. Really.
I'm so nervous right now.
Yeah.
This is
well, relax.
But I know.
Have a drink out of a straw.
Would it be vodka?
It appears to be that Disney doesn't allow it anymore. Someone vomited the first day.
I don't want to hear any more of this. I'm bored. Melrose was right. It was boring. Monica Lewinsky's a bore because the only thing you want to talk to that fat cow about is the fact that the oral story. I mean, I would do a good interview with her. Trust me. I mean, what do you want to know? And then maybe talk about, what her sex life is like now. It's about sex. They just got a hold of this woman who had sex with John F. Kennedy. She was an intern.
They found her.
She's now 60 years old. Yeah, no one wants to talk to a 60-year-old woman about sex she had when she was 19. If she was 19, we'd talk to her.
She couldn't stay 19?
No. Evidently, she didn't do us a favor and stay 19. So it's the front page of the paper. They tracked down the woman who was an intern and had sex with John F. Kennedy Jr. Now...
No, senior.
Senior, sorry.
Not junior.
Not junior, senior.
Maybe she had sex with Junior later on.
I am JFK's... Here's the headline. I am JFK's Mimi. Mimi. I think that's her nickname for her vagina.
Oh, Mimi.
I am JFK's Mimi.
Nice.
I don't care about that. I mean, it's interesting that JFK had an intern, and what a different day, in the 60s. The president, everyone knew about it. All the reporters would see her, skulking in the back of his car underneath the...
Right, she was on the floor sometimes or something when they were sneaking her around.
Kennedy was the luckiest guy in the world, except for the fact that he got shot.
In fact, there's one story that Jacqueline Kennedy was giving some French magazine or something a tour of the White House, and when she got into the room where Mimi was, she says, and in French, she says to the woman, and that's the woman who's sleeping with my husband.
Yeah, and he got away with everything.
She didn't complain. Nobody complained.
It was so much better to be president back then.
Yeah.
You could bang all the chicks you want and get away with it.
Yeah.
Kennedy had that unique ability, too. I mean, I think if it had been Nixon, they would have been all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't get away with it.
No girls wanted him anyway. Ted, you're on the air.
Yeah. What's your deal with the pot smoking all of a sudden? You drink constantly.
I don't drink constantly. I haven't had a drink in weeks. I haven't had a drink since Vegas.
Okay, so that's a week. But you would come on the air.
It's not a week. It's about 2 weeks.
You didn't drink it all on vacation?
No, not really. No.
What is not really? That means you might.
I'm trying to remember. So maybe I had a glass of wine with dinner one night. But that's it.
You say that you have feelings about people who do drugs, but didn't you get high with like the Stamos family there?
No, I didn't get high with the Stamos family. I told you the last time I got high, I was on vacation about. I don't know, 3. I don't even know what the point of this conversation is. I'm for legalization of pot, and I don't smoke pot. I'm not good with it. It doesn't give me a good buzz. It makes me paranoid. I smoke occasionally, like 3 years ago on a vacation. I tried it, and it was a disaster again.
So then he swore off.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
And I smoked outside the country. What do you think of that?
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Why would I lie to you? I would tell you if I smoked pot. Who cares?
Bring Stuttering John in there. Ask him when was the last time you got high.
Who?
Stuttering John?
Stuttering John.
Ask how would Stuttering John know when I got high last?
Because I remember you getting on the air talking about how you used to get high with him too.
I don't think I've ever smoked pot with Stuttering John. Have I, John? I don't think I've gone drinking with him.
All right. My mistake.
Did we ever smoke pot?
Yeah, that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
The only way you smoke pot with John is if you happen to have it.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what. Yeah. I could probably, in the last 10 years, I could count on my hand the amount of times I smoked pot.
Yeah, but you were being a little boy. You were sort of claiming to have some kind of a drug thing going for a little while.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was, and I came on the air and I said, hey, I just got back into smoking pot, and then I came back on the air and said, it's not working for me.
Yeah, you went back to vodka.
Went back to vodka occasionally. I don't drink. I'm not a heavy drinker. I drink maybe on Saturday nights on the weekend. That's my big night to drink.
Well, you can't blame the guy. 1 minute you're in here telling people you're drinking all the time, and the next minute you're telling the truth.
For a couple of weeks, I got into it. I wanted to see what it was all about. And then I did it, and then I was like, okay, big deal.
So
It's very easy to get the wrong impression, Robin.
Yes.
I hear that.
I hear you. I change every day. I'm interesting every day.
That's true. That's why I love you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
But pot, who cares if people smoke? I couldn't care if people do coke. I don't even care. Do whatever you want. It makes no difference to me. Yeah, hey, I don't know your name. They keep switching the computer.
John Boy.
John Boy, go ahead.
What's up, bro? I have a theory. I hate to disagree with you, but I think the black dude's going to win on American Idol.
You know what?
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Sorry. Because it's a different market they could tap into. They could sell more records. I think it's all about making money and selling records. And this black dude, I mean, maybe they can get some African Americans involved. I don't know.
You know, I thought about all these kids on American Idol. They're like all of them have good voices, but they're all slackers. It's like, well, how come they haven't gone out and sort of like Rod Stewart doesn't have a great voice, but the guy went out and he got a band together and he devoted his life to music. These guys, like that fat black guy, what's he been doing?
I was thinking the same thing. I said, look at Mariah Carey.
Right.
If there had been an American Idol, look at all the things she wouldn't have had to do.
Right. I mean, it's weird. It's like, she wouldn't have had to marry Tommy. It's just weird. It's like they just sitting around waiting for somebody to discover them.
Well, you know, they can only sell so many records with that little white kid. I mean, who's going to... With
I don't know.
They've got a lot of different directions they could go with the guy, you know. I mean,
I don't know. You know what? I'm not in the music business. I think either one of them are sort of disasters.
Yeah, because I was thinking, you know, the thing I got, the Clay Aiken thing, he's Kathy Lee Gifford. Nice voice, but no real emotion. He puts nothing in the songs don't move you when he sings because he doesn't have a real emotion.
Yeah, at least the black guy kind of sounds like a real singer.
Yeah.
They could go like a Luther Vandross way with him or something.
Yeah, how exciting.
Well, I thought that slot is open, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Luther had, a stroke?
Dropped out.
Yeah, so that slot's open. Let's go to Vance.
Hey, Howard. I'm a long-time listener. I just wanted to call in and see if you happened to catch that episode of Star Trek last night.
I caught. You know what? I was taping it, and I checked to see if the tape was working. She's running around in her panties again.
Oh, my God. She's rubbing herself down with these oils. She's going through some mating cycle. It was the hottest thing I've ever seen on that show.
She's going through that Vulcan every 7 years. You have to have sex, and she's going to have fever, and she'll have sex with anyone. It makes everyone crazy.
I wanted to ask you about that, because of course, it's the season ender. And I wanted to ask you, do Vulcans make love to other,
species? Yeah, they can. In fact, Robin did a news story yesterday. The woman who plays T'Pol, who's so hot, she just got married. And I know that she wouldn't go out with anybody we know, or she wouldn't go out with anyone that I know or me, but that bugs me that she's married now.
I'm going to look at her a little bit differently, but not too much differently, because if they keep putting her on like they did last night, I'll watch that show every single week.
It's got you, huh?
She's super hot.
But they on E, I watched this whole thing on E about people in show business and marriage and couples and all that stuff, and they said people would still prefer their stars single.
Yeah, because it is the illusion makes no sense. They're going to go out with you.
Right. That, George Clooney's going to wander into your town and pick you.
Yeah, and T'Pol is going to, meet me and want to bang me, but now that she's married, she won't, which is, by the way, is ludicrous, too, because even though she's married, she'd still bang you, probably.
If she wanted to.
If she wanted to. Paul, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Hey.
What's going on?
Okay, Paul, come on, let's hear what's on your mind.
All right, well, my sister, that I've been brother and sister for 15 years through marriage is
do you understand anything so far?
Right. I guess this was a combined family. He has a stepsister.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Sounds like already there's going to be trouble.
And she's been gay since she's ever known.
She's gay?
And yeah, she's gay.
How old is she now?
She's 30.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
You got a stepsister who's 30 and she's gay.
Yeah. And now she wants me to be her first male lover.
Wow.
And I'm kind of...
Do it.
Should I?
Well, yeah, there's no blood relation there.
You're not a real brother.
Exactly. Well, I mean, but all the years that have been...
So what? I'd bang her.
Yeah.
I have no qualms about her. Is she hot?
She's hot.
Oh, bang the gay right out of her.
Not only is she hot, she does other chicks.
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you a secret, though.
I've done a few of her friends. So, I mean...
I'm going to tell you a secret.
All right.
A lot of these lesbians who want to try a guy, it's a rough scene.
Is it?
Now, you're thinking, oh, man, I'm going to turn her on. She's going to want to be with guys for the rest of her life, blah, 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 blah. Here's the reality. You're going to be rubbing this broad for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. And you're going to be like...
start a fire.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be like, wow,
a lot of friction, huh?
A lot of friction, like, hey, what's going on here? If I was you, dude, and I have a friend who banged a hardcore lesbian, and his wiener was black and blue. Now, I am not exaggerating. He showed it to me. My buddy showed it to me. He says he went with this chick. He didn't even know she was a lesbo. He found out later. He says, I don't know. He says, I was working so hard. He goes, you got to see this. He goes, I'm really scared. I'm going to go to the doctor. This thing looked mutilated. I said, dude.
You'd been in a fight.
I said, she gave you some kind of disease. When he went to the doctor, it turned out it was black and blue from trying to do battle with her private parts.
Yeah, he was just bruised.
And he must have been working her for an hour.
Man.
So the fantasy that you're going to start kissing her like a regular girl and she's going to get excited and it's romantic for her and they get juiced, it's not going to happen.
You don't know that it won't happen.
Yeah.
What I say you got to be prepared for lots of oral. I don't mean your oral, hers.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I'd bring a vibrator into the bed with me. If I was given the task to be with a lesbian, I'm not talking about some occasional lesbian, I'm talking about a lesbian. And,
she has never been with a guy.
No, 30 years
never.
old.
Yeah, never.
Wow.
Now, let me tell you, man.
Any chance of us coming on there and maybe you giving me any advice if I should even...
Yeah, bring her down. Sure, I'll take a look at her.
Yeah?
Yeah, come on in with her.
She'd be down for that.
Yeah, I'd like to find out why is she thinking of trying it now.
Exactly. That's what I'm wondering. And why me?
It's going to be a lot of work. But, I mean, it's worth it if she's cute or even feminine.
Yeah, no, she's definitely not butch or no, she's a woman.
And if you're real good at it, she might start a long-term thing where she brings other girls into the bed.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. And she's not your real sister.
Yeah, well, Technically.
Are the parents still married?
Yeah, they're in between the separation, so I think that's why maybe she's coming out or telling me what she feels about me.
Okay.
She's not too worried about the repercussions, I guess.
Well, if I was you, I'd get right on that. But have a vibrator handy, KY jelly, and lots of oral.
So, you think we can come down there?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
One last call from. This is I don't know who this is.
Hey, Howard.
Hi. Sorry.
Howard.
I don't know your name. What's your name? Mike, right?
Yeah, Mike.
Okay, Mike.
Mega dildos.
Hey, Mega Schmegas.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Look, Howard, I was watching your movie yesterday, Private Parts,
yes.
on USA.
Yes.
Now, how come you interrupted your own movie? You kept coming on and interrupting your own movie.
I thought I'd make a special version for television because there was it was an R-rated movie.
Yeah, but
and many times. Well, you asked a question. I was going to give you the answer, but go ahead.
The thing is, Howard, you pretty much gave away your whole movie. I mean, I was watching it.
I thought it would be fun if I said, hey, I know the movie's being aired on television, so let me tell you what we can't air right here.
But I don't understand. If you could put the movie on HBO, and if you can...
No, I can't put the movie...
Why can't you put it on the USA Network? USA is cable. I'm going to tell you...
But haven't you figured out yet that many cable networks use...
I pay for cable.
This guy is so annoying.
I pay for
cable. He argues while he whispers.
Interrupted your own movie.
I think everyone's figured out that a lot of the cable networks use the standards of networks, regular networks.
That guy hasn't figured it out.
Because they're supported by advertisers.
That guy sounded like Peter Lorre.
Yeah. And that the movie did have its run on HBO, and then USA bought the movie so that they could run it. I got to get out of here. So much going on. Hey, I just saw in the newspaper here that, of course, Friends has its season finale tonight, which I will watch. And they head to Barbados, all of the Friends.
Right, I heard that it was a trip, something about a trip. Is it a longer episode?
Yeah. It's an hour.
Okay.
Whenever they have an hour one, it sucks.
Yeah.
It seems like a half hour is all you can take of those 4 people. And then when it's an hour, it's for some reason, just some shows work as a half hour and don't work as an hour. And Friends would be one of them. Married with Children reunion. I don't care about that. I watched the Beverly Hills 90210 reunion, and that sucked.
Really? What was wrong with it?
Well, they got all the kids together who aren't kids anymore. Luke Perry is still handsome.
Yes.
The guy who just had the car accident is a friggin' mess.
Jason Priestley.
Yeah, lost all his looks.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying it, chicks were saying it. Shannon Doherty, who was the hottest chick, looks awful.
Really?
Awful. Like, fix your teeth, honey.
What happened to her teeth?
I don't know how old she is, but it's time for the facelift. She's just not hot.
Wow.
And here's the strangest thing of the Beverly Hills 90210 reunion.
Okay.
And I'm saying this to the guy who produced it. I know he sent me a note.
Saying,
hey, watch it, and, this and that and the other thing. I'm going to give you my critique. The conversation they had was ridiculous. Tori Spelling, whose father produced 90210, didn't show up to the 90210 reunion. Now, they don't even acknowledge it.
They don't say anything about her?
The reason she didn't come is because Shannon Doherty was there. Evidently, the two hated each other so much that Tori Spelling wouldn't even go.
Wow.
And how can you not bring that up? That would be great. It's her dad who owns the show. And she's got to be pissed at her dad for having Shannon Doherty there.
Right, because Shannon didn't do as many seasons of the show as Tori did.
Unbelievable. Then the other guy who didn't show up was Brian Austin Green. They didn't even make reference to it.
Why wouldn't he show up?
I don't know.
He was busy.
He's busy.
Doing what?
Listening to this show.
Haven't seen him.
So it was awful.
So it's not a reunion. Everybody wasn't there.
That's right. That's right. And the chick, Jenny, whatever her name is, the blonde,
Garth?
she didn't say a word to the whole goddamn reunion.
How did she look?
She looked okay.
Yeah.
I was never a big fan of hers.
And wait a minute, wasn't Tiffany Amber Thiessen in that? No, she was.
She wasn't there.
She was in Melrose Place.
No, she was in 90210. You're right. She was in.
But she wasn't there either.
No. I only lasted 25 minutes, and it was awful.
Oh.
Very disappointed.
But it wasn't a show. It was just them sitting around yammering about working on the show?
Yeah, and they're telling their little safe anecdotes.
Oh, I see.
They needed a host to sit there and go, hey, okay, come on. Let's hear the real story.
Mm-hmm.
There's obviously Tori Spelling's not sitting here. Let's get real. Let's get busy. Here's a bizarre thing. Conan O'Brien went to the trouble of taking one of his entire shows and animating it into claymation.
Right. Yes, I heard about it.
Which will be funny for about 5 minutes.
You don't want to watch a whole hour of that.
Of claymation?
Of Conan, no.
Of the actual talk show, except clay figures?
Yeah.
Unless the clay figures are doing something funny, no. I have a feeling they're just going to be sitting there doing exactly whatever.
Yeah, because they took a show and they modeled the clay after the show.
Yeah, it's horrible. 5 minutes of that would be maybe interesting.
Now, they went to... That's very expensive to do.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it is. Because you know how hard it is to take those little clay pieces and move them around.
Yeah.
I mean, I barely watch his regular show. Now I'm going to watch clay shows? All right, we got to get to Winfred's Money, but first, Chauncey, go ahead. What is it?
Hey, Howard, I think you're off base with Tori Spelling. The reason why she didn't do the show, she says, because Fox promised her a sitcom after Beverly Hills went off the air, and she never got it.
Hey, whether your story's right or mine's right, how do you not acknowledge the fact that she's not there?
I agree with that. I think that's insane.
That's the flaw. Why not deal with that? Why doesn't one person say, okay, there's 2 rumors going around. Let's deal with it.
I'll tell you, the other thing is, I think you're wrong about Sharon Doherty. I saw her in person about 2 weeks ago. I thought she was hot.
Well, look, I'm talking about TV shows and hot chicks. Seeing a chick in person is a whole different story. You understand?
I will say this. One eye, if you ever noticed, one eye on Shannon is about a 1/4 inch higher than the other.
All right. I have to go.
Oh, yeah, one more thing.
By the way, Chauncey makes $275,000 a year, I found out.
That's amazing.
Hey, thanks for letting that out.
Working for a free newspaper.
That's a good deal.
Yep.
Should do cribs in my house.
All right. Thank you, Chauncey.
Oh, wait, one more thing, Howie. You know who's flipping out that you won't have him on the show? Michael Madsen.
Who's that?
You know the guy from Reservoir Dogs?
I don't know him.
I think it's Mr. White. You ever saw Reservoir Dogs?
I hated it. I got through 10 minutes, I turned it off.
So he's writing about you he wrote about you in his book.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
He was in Free Willy. He played the father.
You should have said that.
Kill Bill with Quentin Tarantino.
All movies I never saw.
He's a lot like Tom Sizemore. Same type of guy.
He's been trying to get on the show for a while.
Good.
And we've been passing on him.
Well, of course. I never heard of him.
I think he's bummed because he wrote a book of poetry, which we read on the air, and he mentioned you, and he's like a fan. But
listen, I can't have all my fans on the show. I mean, I'm very grateful that he's a fan, but...
Tell him to try to call that number.
Right.
By the way, Tom Sizemore is completely self-destructed.
Well, I got to go. Eric the Midget, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yeah.
I was calling to see how your trip to Vegas went. I've been watching the shows this last 2 weeks.
Everybody writes me and says, don't have Eric the Midget on anymore because he's so hard to listen to and boring.
Yeah. But you can't help it. When you see his name, you got to hit the button.
He's been calling a lot asking why I'm ignoring him.
Oh. You're not very popular.
You're not one of my more popular callers.
Why? Because I'm not as stupid as the Whack Pack.
That could be it.
Yeah. I could listen to you all day, on the other hand. I love you. I love his life. I mean, I love hearing about it.
I know. Well, I'm just wondering how he's feeling about this season of American Idol. I bet you he doesn't even care.
No, I've been watching it.
Yeah? You're voting?
Oh, I tried to tonight, but the lines were so jammed up that I couldn't even get through.
Who's your favorite, Clay?
No, actually, Ruben.
Whose poster are you going to hang on your wall, Clay or Ruben? He's a big Kelly Clarkson guy.
Yeah, you know what? I was just looking, at the end of last season, they had Justin Guarini and Kelly. And then at the after Kelly won, some incredibly smart person decided to put them in a movie together. I'm just wondering what kind of movie Clay and Ruben can do.
Oh, I think that would be even more interesting. The Clay and Ruben movie.
Yeah.
Those two together, forget about
Gotta
it.
get a project for them.
What about you? You going to go see the Justin Guarini, Kelly Clarkson movie? All right.
If it has...
Eric's listening to the radio. Not only is he hard to understand and hear, now he's on top of that, he's got the radio going.
No, it's TV.
Yeah. Hey, Eric, I got to go, bro.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
He's a nice kid, but...
I'm calling to see how Vegas went. Been watching the show.
Yeah, it's like we're his buddies now.
No, he was calling to find out why I've been ignoring him.
No, he was calling because you're giving out money. He's hoping to be in that line.
Yes, Pat, you're on the air. Pat?
Yeah.
You're on the air.
I got another lawsuit for you, Howard.
Okay.
That show MTV Punk'd. Have you ever seen that one?
Punk? No, I didn't watch it. The one with Ashton Kutcher.
This new show, they got Ashton Kutcher host it. Yeah. And the other day, I'm a fireman out here in California, and we were at the firehouse watching it. It's a pretty good show. But then they got this 10-year-old kid out on the red carpet. He's doing Stuttering John Fitz.
Oh, yeah. Someone showed me a tape of that. Yeah, they're doing the kid goes out and asks all the Stuttering John questions.
Yeah, the entire thing. It was a complete ripoff.
Yeah, MTV lifts lots of stuff from this show.
Yeah, I'm not watching it again. It pissed me off. I was angry. It was a decent show until I saw that.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, listen, so many ideas have been lifted. The lawsuit thing that I have going with ABC, it was just not with ABC. What do you call it? With Telepictures and, well, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Are You Hot? That one was just a blatant lift, and I had sold the show to Showtime. So, I mean, that one, with Scott Einziger going off and stealing it, and I just had enough. I've had lots of ideas ripped off, and I can almost live with it, but that one, I don't know. That one just hit me in the stomach the wrong way. I should have known better when Scott used to call me and go, "You're not going to like what I'm up to." I didn't know what he was talking about.
He did do that.
Yeah, before the show hit there, he goes, "You're probably not going to like what I'm working on now. You're just not going to like it." I said, "Well, why wouldn't I like it?" He goes, "You'll see. You're not going to like it."
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
He was right. I don't like it. I didn't like it.
That was actually an understatement on his part.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you probably thought you wouldn't like the material.
No, he knew exactly why I wouldn't like it.
Oh, I'm just saying what you thought when he was saying that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't know what he meant.
It's just some show I wouldn't be into, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I didn't even... Who pays attention? I don't know.
It's like a guy's in bed with your wife. You're not going to like what I'm up to.
Hey, listen to this. This is kind of embarrassing. This is a report on Paula Abdul. Listen to this. Isn't that weird? She paid $10,000 to meet a guy, Paula Abdul. What woman has to pay $10,000 to meet a guy?
She said a different kind of guy. I don't know what's different about him.
And what's wrong with this guy that he's paying to meet chicks? And imagine you go to a dating service for $10,000 and then, in walks Paula Abdul. You go, "Hey, this is a really good dating service."
You know what? I got a bargain.
I'm hanging in there because maybe next I'll get Charlize Theron.
Yeah, who knows who else they have? Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, bring me some more.
I don't think I need to remind the listeners that Paula Abdul once asked me out.
Is that true?
Yes.
Greg Fitzsimmons, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
She did need to meet a different kind of man.
I mean, this was years back before American Idol. She wasn't exactly on the tip of people's tongues.
Really?
We did a little, it was like a show at FAO Schwartz. They were launching a new line of toy watches, and I came in and hosted it, and she was on it. And then she called my publicist later to find out if I was available.
And you are?
I was not at the
What do you mean? So what? You're married. Of course you're available. For a date?
You know, I try to explain that concept to my wife. I know.
Why do you explain that to your wife?
Well,
to say, yes, I'm available.
Not only that, but my wife is clearly holding back my career.
Did you want to be with Paula Abdul?
Yes, she was very sexy.
Did you tell your wife that Paula Abdul asked you out?
Yes, of course. Yeah. I mean, that's something you put in there. That's part of the bartering of marriage.
By the way,
do you run through the door and say that first thing when you get home?
I probably called on the way home.
I know she used to go out with John Stamos, but she went from John to Greg. It's an interesting transition.
Hung out with Rebecca in Vegas last week.
Really?
When I say hung out, we were in the green room together for the Carson Daly show.
Oh.
She was the lead guest. I was the backup guest. Not impressed.
Really?
Not impressed.
What? Give me that. Give me your feelings.
I feel like she looked like she'd been on the party wagon a little too long. Maybe, like a little too much makeup.
Really?
And John didn't even make it to the show. He was in Vegas, didn't make it to the show. Apparently, maybe not in condition to be there.
Really?
Wow.
Well, why not? He's in Vegas. Why
He's
should he
in
have
Vegas.
fun?
I mean, the two of them, I mean, you know, of all people, they like to party.
What do you mean, I know of all people? I know them. I mean, I've hung out with them, and we've had some interesting times, but I think she's tremendously attractive.
You're Howard Stern. When you said had interesting times, that's beyond most people's recognition of having a good time.
Well, believe me.
You're a topless
Can I tell you something? That hasn't happened to me since. That happened one time. That's like poor Steve in the chair there. I had a porn star once.
Yeah. Well, now poor Steve has that in his Rolodex for the rest of his life.
It's not like I get that all the time.
Well, in your mind you do. You've gone back there, I bet, to visit mentally.
I have, and I wasn't even there.
So she's a party girl. She didn't look that good. Rebecca didn't look good to you.
She looked that good. You know, and I was expecting...
Did she ask you out?
She wouldn't talk. Well, it's not that she wouldn't talk. She was busy. She was getting ready to go on. And, you know, when you're the comedian on one of these late-night shows, you might as well be like the audience warm-up guy. You're like a clown.
Right.
Did you get introduced at all? And
no.
Oh, no.
And I never bring my camera to get photos of people usually. But I brought it to take it with her. Didn't even ask. Didn't want it.
You didn't want it?
I was crushed.
You really was that disappointed?
In person, I was completely disappointed.
Whoa, this sounds like one of her film reviews. This is brutal.
I'm really shocked.
Oh, you really think she's that hot?
Yeah. Yeah. I think, first of all,
I know a lot of people who think that.
I think she's hot. I think she's fun. I think she's bright. There's a lot going on there.
You know, Greg,
I'm not saying anything about her personality. She's got a great personality, and I think that her whole...
And I also think her body's awesome.
Greg,
and her face is beautiful. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Greg, I hate to disagree with you, but the popular opinion is that she's hot.
No, and I'm not trying to be the guy that goes, hey, well, I don't, like, my standards are higher. I'm not that guy. Paula Abdul is hot to me. Back hair and everything. Right. I don't care.
Right. No, I like hearing this because, like, why should she feel good about herself?
Well, no, and I'm not trying to take her down. And believe me, I think she's got a great personality. She was very sweet that night. Just physically, I expect to be blown away. But she's got that model look where she's tall and photographs well, but in person, she's just not Paula Abdul to me.
Man.
You mean Rebecca Romaine Stamos?
Yeah.
Right.
There's no Paula Abdul.
Right.
I mean, Paula, when you get in the spoons position with Paula...
Well, you're making it sound like she's no Paula Poundstone.
What do you give her on a scale of 1 to 10, Rebecca?
I would give her, like, an 8.5, but
really?
I was expecting 11,
right.
you know?
You know what he's guaranteeing? That she will pay attention to him the next time she's in a room.
It's worked before.
Pam Anderson pretty gross, too, in your book?
Pam Anderson's got nothing, and I don't think that she could get me to orgasm. I don't think she could bring me to fun.
Hey, what's the controversy? I understand you're doing a big show Tuesday night, but you will not reveal the name of the celebrity you're working with.
I can't. Well, we're doing the Jerry Red Wilson Comedy Benefit. This is the 5th annual after my friend Jerry Red, who passed away from spinal meningitis 5 years ago. We got Dave Attell, Colin Quinn, Jim Brewer, Judy Gold, Kevin Meaney, tons of great comics. Patrice O'Neill.
Oh, you're saying a very famous comic?
And there's one really famous comic.
Jerry Seinfeld.
I'm not going to confirm or deny who it is,
but
it's a huge comic.
And he's going to be there.
And I can't confirm it because... Is
it John Stamos?
Damn it. All right, I'll confirm it.
Well, Greg Fitzsimmons will be hosting. If you want to get tickets, go to Ticketmaster.com.
I know who it is.
Do you? Who is it?
Wayne Brady.
There you go. Big.
I heard it was Chris Rock or Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
It could be one of those guys, but it's one of those things where I can't announce it because if he can't make it, he looks like a,
Greg was going to get Wayne Brady, but he couldn't get a big enough TV for his dressing room.
Yeah, I couldn't meet a 7-page rider.
Hey, Robin, it's time for news.
Yeah.
Everybody loves when you wrap up the day. Makes us feel like something's going on.
Yeah, Howard, you may not have been interested in the JFK intern, but I thought it was interesting to hear this woman speak for the first time. It was revealed in a new book that JFK actually got an intern before Bill Clinton got an intern in the White House. And then the Post went out and found this Mimi and talked to her yesterday. She's now a church administrator, 60-year-old woman. And she says that she's relieved that she can now share this with her 2 married daughters.
Wow.
And I was like, why would you
want to do that?
Daughters, you used to be a plaything for the president.
Well, I guess at 60, you figure you're not going to top it.
You know what? I don't want to hear about a 60-year-old woman's sex ever.
Yeah.
And I don't care. And what is that discussion? Girls, sit down. Guess who I banged? You know, Ma, we don't want to hear about. I banged. Don't tell us, Mom. Was it George Washington? No, I'm not quite that old. I banged John F. Kennedy. They're like, who?
But just imagine telling your daughters I was the Monica Lewinsky of my day.
Well, you know.
That's my, big thing.
I banged him doggy style.
He took me everywhere.
People always say, where were you when Kennedy was shot? Hiding in the seat underneath him?
Yeah, right. I was in the,
on the
floor of the limo.
No wonder Jackie Kennedy tried to run away.
I can tell you where my tongue was.
And it's even a worse story, actually, than Clinton's, because this girl was a high school student when the president first
at Miss Porter's School in Connecticut, which is like the prep school in the whole country.
And she went there to interview the First Lady, never got to her, because the president saw her first. And he remembered her a year later when she was in college and looking for an internship, and he immediately threw open the doors, though she had no qualifications at all. So
I think Clinton...
She should be willing. She should be proud to share that legacy with her kids.
Hey, is anyone shocked that JFK banged an intern? I'm not.
No.
I mean, what's next? JFK banging a retard? I mean, really, what?
Who didn't he bang?
Who didn't he bang? That's the point. Let's go to Double A. He wants to say hello. Go ahead, Double A.
Hey, what's going on, Howard? How's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Listen, Greg, I was wondering if you ever met Howard's girl, Beth, and what do you think of her, since you think Rebecca's not all that?
Well, I always feel uncomfortable saying that she's hot just because, Howard's sitting here, but behind his back I say many dirty things about Beth.
Yeah. Beth is very hot.
You and me both. Trust me.
Yeah,
we get that.
Double A's got a thing.
Beth has she's got the thing where when you see her in person, you feel it. With Rebecca, it just felt like I can see that she photographs well, but I didn't feel it.
You didn't feel anything.
Didn't feel it.
All right,
You
you're
didn't
being
have a
honest.
camera.
How about Quentin Tarantino being on American Idol? What's that all about? Like, he used to be cool.
Well, he just, my friend worked with him on Kill Bill, his newest film. It was 10 months, and they shot it in China the whole time, so maybe he's got SARS.
Yeah, but is he like, is it supposed to be cool that Quentin's sitting there, or?
At American Idol?
Yeah,
Quentin's always trying to redefine cool. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Me neither.
He missed me on that one.
Yeah, it's bad enough I'm watching it at home. It's really gay to be there.
Yeah, what's gayer, knowing he was on or the fact that he was on?
Yeah, because I don't want to think of him being a fan of that.
So
I'd like to think he's better than me.
Who got kicked off last week?
Last night?
Last night, the chick.
The chick, and last week was the Marine got kicked off.
Right. So it's left between the skinny, effeminate dude and the big fat black guy.
Who are you voting for?
Well, I was just glad that the Marine didn't get kicked off earlier because apparently they were going to send him to Iraq if he got kicked off.
Isn't that excellent punishment? They should have sent all the kids to Iraq.
That's what we decided. Yeah. Everybody who gets kicked off goes to Iraq.
Yeah. Forever.